Hi guys, it's Arran again. Now, I am here to review not only the gun, there is another part of this. This is the original gun, by the way, that came out in 2015. He said. Quick backstory on this. So, I used to have probably the first charges for the original Rangers, but then I sold them because of two reasons. I kind of lost interest in those charges, only some, and obviously I kept the gun because I got some special edition keys, chargers. So I know there is tons of reviews out there of this gun and probably of those chargers as well, but I haven't done my take on them yet. It's crazy to think that I've had this gun and the charges for years now and not done a review. So, another thing just before I start on this and just before I give you a turnaround, sorry. This gun is the same gun that I customised to be the Stone Age one that you see at the beginning of Dino Charge come out the rocks, and it's covered in rocks, and then when they put gems in there, gems, Jesus, then the stone breaks away, and then you see this. So this is the same gun I customised to look like that one, but I brought a second one of these guns so I could have like just a normal version, which is this version, and that Dino Charge customised video, customised gun / Morpher video, it's only like a 2-minute long video, but it's got like 750,000 views, which is just insane. So anyway, I'll give you a turnaround now. By the way, this isn't the Japanese gun. This is the American / UK gun. So, as you can see, it's mainly yellow and black with some silver accents. It's got the clear barrel there that does spin, and has lights in it. And again, the gun is basically the same both sides, with some maybe slight differences, but the eyes do light up when the gun's on and working, so it does make sounds like I've suggested it, or like I said. Has LED lights in it, or a LED light in it, or maybe two. Yeah, there's two, because there's one in the eyes as well. But it's a lot smaller than the Japanese gun as well. The Japanese gun is massively bigger to this, because I do have the Japanese Memorial Edition of this gun, which you will see a review of coming up. So again, this gun, this version of it, looks great. It's not perfectly screen accurate, but it's good enough. And I mean, I know people that have used this for cosplay and everything really. There's been a couple of fan films made with this specific gun for the people that haven't been able to afford the Japanese one. So anyway, I'll take it off now and show you the sounds. Take off the bit of blue tack. Sorry guys, it had a lump of blue tack on the bottom of it, holding it up because it was being a pain in the backside. So that's the first sound it makes. And then if you press the trigger, it makes gun sounds. And then if you like double tap the trigger, it kind of does a double shot like that. So the barrel spins but doesn't do any sounds without a charger in it, which is slightly sad because I know the Japanese one does make sounds, or slightly annoying rather, because I know the Japanese one does make sounds. And just me holding this up like that, you can see like the size difference to my hand to the gun. And this gun is a lot lighter than the Japanese version. A lot lighter than the Japanese version. Probably be slightly heavier if you connected the Dino blade to it. So what I said about it having lights actually in it, in the eyes rather, I was wrong. It's only the Japanese one that has the lights in the eyes. But there is one other thing this does, which I'll try and do now whilst holding it in front, which is this end piece opens up and closes. So here is where you can put the charger in that hole there, guys. So that's where you can put the charger. Any charger except the Japanese ones, because the Japanese ones do not fit this gun. I know because I've tried. And actually, I've just noticed the Japanese gun has two holes, another hole for chargers, so it has like two holes, whereas this one actually only has, for lack of a better term, one hole, which is weird. But then again, this was Bandai, and Bandai did do some silly things back here, and they did. There is where the batteries go. You unscrew the part of the handle. You can see, that exposes the battery compartment. which is 2 AAAs, I think. And obviously there is the on and off switch. So before I give you a turnaround, just quick FYI, these are not Dino charges. Well, sorry, technically they are, but they're the Mighty Morphin Ranger ones. They're the ones they released for, I think it was New York Comic Con, and then Bandai brought some over for MCM that year. So I went to MCM that year. So these are charges, but they're the Mighty Morphin limited edition ones that they brought out. So I'll give you a turn around of the box now. So as you can see, it's got JDF on the front. There's the White Ranger. Coming around to the side, it just says the logo and what the set is on both sides. Coming around to the back, it shows you the Mighty Morphin team, all of the Mighty Morphin team, including the Green and White Rangers. And it also gives you the story on the back, which is awesome. Really is awesome. Now, I've had these since probably 2015, I would say. Sorry, it wasn't New York Comic Con. I just looked on the front and it says San Diego Comic Con. Sorry, guys. And then, so it's a pretty cool box, but there is also something even more cooler about it, which I'll show you in a second. It's quite a simple design of the box, basically, but on the inside it gets really cool. Now, just FYI, you can't get these anymore unless you pay stupid amounts. Like the last set I saw went for $250, and I think I only paid about 50 or 60 at the con. But for a set of these now, depending on where you find them, they can cost between $250 and going higher. So if you really want them, then I recommend spending that amount of money. But if you're not that fussed for them, then I wouldn't bother spending that amount of money. I'm not saying they're not good, because they are, they're great. But don't waste your money if you're not that fussed on Dino Charge. So I should have said this at the start when I first got this gun, when I first reviewed this part of the gun. So just before I show you the inside of the box, I have met James Davies, the Black Ranger from Dino Charge and Super Dino Charge. His Power Ranger name was Chase Randall, which everybody seems surprised that I can remember that. I don't know why they seem surprised, but they do. I met him twice. I met him at the Mitcham Comic Con in November last year, and at Cosmic Comics in Sutton last year in July, weirdly enough. And I had never met him before until I met him in Sutton. He is a really nice guy, really is. Now, just quickly, before I show you the inside of the box, last thing, just before I do that, I may have something planned to do with him, something special to do with James Davies. However, I'm not going to say what it is because we haven't kind of organised it yet, so I'm not going to say what it is, but needless to say, even when we manage to do it, you guys will love it, trust me. So it does. So bear with us on this, because we are in the process of trying to sort this thing out that I'm not going to say. The reason I'm not going to say it is just in case it doesn't happen. So as you can see here, they're not going to stay open, guys, so I'm going to hold it. But as you can see here, there's a layout of the charges in the box. In the order they came, they were put in the box, so I put them back in the box. But there's also a Megazord picture, I think this side. Yes. So, just wanted to check that, guys. There's also a Megazord picture this side, and there's a reason for that, which you will see. So let's get them out of the box and I will show you what they do now. So I've got them out of the box now. Excuse me, sorry guys, and I will show you them now, in and out of the Morpher. So the first one I'm going to show you is the special Megazord one, which I believe is this one. Just let me check. Yes. So I'll try and move my finger out of the way so you can see it. Oh yeah. As you can see, you can change the pictures inside here. The one thing I will say with pressing these buttons, or this button to change the picture, so basically the end bit on the end of this, on the end top bit of this, is the button. So it says Dino Megazord on the back, which is awesome. There's these little prongs here which do the sound in the Morpher, and then if I change it around here, there's a little barcode on the end there, which you used to be able to scan, and then you would get, it would scan the Dino Charger and put it in the list, and then you could slowly build up the list so you can get all of the chargers. But unfortunately, after both seasons of Dino Charge ended, they basically got rid of the app, which I hate it when they do this. They used to build all these apps that you could do stuff with throughout the shows, and then once the shows are ended, they would basically stop the apps from working, which really did annoy me, especially with Megaforce, because there was barcodes you could scan on the cards, and it would give you like little clips from the show and stuff like that. So how you actually, I'm going to put that down for a second. So how you actually do this is you push this button, it opens up there, and then I'm going to have it facing me, guys, but I'll talk you through it. So the hole, you put the prongs in first, and it should go in like so, and then push it in, should clip in like that, make that sound, sorry guys, and then you close it. But it seems to be with the bonus Dino Charger, which is the Megazord one, the Dino Megazord one. That seems to do something different. Don't know why, but it does. I don't know exactly what it's meant to do, whether it is meant to do what it does, or whether it is meant to do Comic Con. What I'll do is I'll look it up on YouTube and put it in the video what it's meant to say. Anyway, let me show you. Sorry guys.
Legendary. Engage. Energize. Unleash the power.
So that's what this one does, which is the bonus Dino Charger, the Dino Megazord one. So I don't know, like I said, if it's meant to do that. I will have to check. And now the next one is going to be Billy the Blue Ranger, and if I put the gun down for a sec, I'll show you the pictures. So as you can see, that's all the different pictures in there. And then on the back, it says Triceratops. So anyway, I'll put this in the Morpher and show you what it does. Which isn't that, sorry guys. God, this thing is so sensitive. So as you just heard, it says Comic on and then engage and then energize, and then you spin the barrel and press the trigger and it shoots. And fun fact, the guy who did the voices for him, Campbell, I can never remember his last name. I believe it's Campbell Kool-Aid, but I will look that up. But I can never remember his last name. So he did the voices for this when the Morpher tells him what to do. And he did several other monsters. Let's move on to the next one, shall we? So the next one is the Red Ranger and Jason. So here's the pictures. And then do one more picture. And then obviously if I put it in the charger, I believe these all say the same thing, but I will show you them anyway. If I can stop turning my chair on with my arm. There you go, it does say the same thing, but I will show you them all because I am reviewing the entire set, so I will show you them all. And then I have... Why do I keep forgetting to put the gun down when I know I need to put the gun down? Now I have Zach, the Black Ranger. So anyway, I'll show you the pictures now. So that's Zach's pictures, and I'll show you them in the Morpher now. Just making sure I'm picking out the right one, which I am. Yeah. See there, you see it said Comic Con again. I will do that again just in case you missed it, because I was kind of swearing at the chair quietly. So that's Zach's charger. So of course, the next one is, and this wasn't on purpose, the next one is Tommy, the Green Ranger. Because you do get the White Ranger in this set as well. So here are the pictures. You've got him in the helmet on the front. Dragon Sword, probably Dragon Dagger, and for the one. Oh, and this also has a metallic Mighty Morphin logo in there. But the one thing I have noticed with the Chargers is they tend to use, for the Zords, they tend to use the toys in these Chargers. And they're not like the 93 toys, they're the legacy versions of the toys, which I kind of think it's cool because it's like, oh, didn't show you the back, sorry guys. And it says Dragon Zord on the back. That's more like it.
Tommy God! Energize! Unleash the power!
So that's what that one does. I told you they do the same thing, but as it's a review, I thought I'd show you them all. So here we have Pink Rangers 1, Kimberly. Here's the pictures.
Tommy God! Energize! Unleash the power!
So that's what that one does. So there it says Pterodactyl. Sorry, should have shown that when I first showed you the Charger, but I forgot. And now on to, well, we're on the last two now, guys, of this set. So the next one is Trini. So here are the pictures. And then on the back it says Saber-Tooth Tiger, which is awesome.
Tommy God! Energize! Unleash the power!
So that's the Yellow Ranger 1, Trini, and now you all know who the last one is.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's JDF Tommy, but this is the White Ranger. So anyway, I'll show you the pictures on the White Rangers one. So you have obviously the White Ranger helmet. He has the sword. You have the White Tiger sword. You have Saba. You have a metallic Mighty Morphin logo. So on the back it says White Tiger sword. I'm just going to check. Yes, I am right. So on the back it says White Tiger sword. So as you see, it said Comic Con there.
Unleash the power!
I will do that again for you.
Tommy God! Energize! Unleash the power!
So that's all the Mighty Morphin Dino Charges, guys. If you're a huge fan of Mighty Morphin, I highly recommend this. Or a fan of even Dino Charge, I recommend this. However, they do all say the same thing, except the Megazord. That seems to be different. I don't know why, but it does. So what I'll do is I'll get all these on the table now, including the gun, and I'll give you my final ratings. So guys, my ratings on both of these is I'm gonna say 9 out of 10. The reason being is they should have had, like, as well as saying Comic Con, maybe when you spin the kind of barrel it says Morphin Time or something. But that's only like 1 point off because of that reason, and really guys, that is just me being picky. I'm a picky SOB on certain things. Joan, you're not meant to agree. Would I recommend this? Yes. So I'm going to do the recommending thing kind of separately. So, if you're an Mmpr fan, yes, I recommend these. However, I will just say they do all do the same thing, except the Megazord better. So I wouldn't. Back then, if you had the chance to get it, I would have said yes, but I don't, and this is hard for me to say because I'm picky, but if you, personally for me, it was worth spending the amount of money I did on them because I'm a diehard Mmpr fan. Now, if you want these, I would say only get them if you are a real diehard fan and if you don't mind what they say, then that's cool too. But even if you just want these as a display piece, I still wouldn't pay what they're going for now, which is, the last one I saw was $250. That's how much what the last set was. I saw, and it's $250 upwards, because when I went on to see what had sold in the past of these, the highest one I actually saw was $600. So, and the gun, yes, I do recommend it, but I just wish it had more paint on it and was the same size as the Japanese ones, and also the barrels being orange when they're actually silver. So I give this a rating of 9 for the keys, and for the gun itself, for the gun I'm saying 6. Anyway, that's just me being nitpicky. Anyway, time to move on to the next thing. I'll see you next time, guys.